Hey, look, I just want to talk to you today because it's going to be a little bit of a rant here. I'm sick of purity in our industry being degraded and tarnished by the commercial powers that be. And by that, I namely say the CFP board and NAPFA. It's not fair. Recently, NAPFA has expanded the definition of fee only so that they will include these advisors in their directory. People who accept a certain amount of commissions and then donate them to charity can be called fee only by their definition. Give me a break, bro. Are you kidding me? I mean, literally, do you think I was born yesterday? Okay? It's ridiculous. I'm not saying any one business model is better than the other. I'm not saying that insurance agents are bad. I'm not saying that commissions are bad. There are scenarios in which these are just and in some cases the only suitable solution for the client. I get it. But the consumer deserves justice. The consumer deserves clarity. The consumer deserves transparency. The consumer deserves to be justly treated. And it's not fair to go out portraying advisors in a certain way when they are in fact not purely by the definition as such. So my advice to you, pure fee-only advisors out there, is to fight this trend, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to muddy the definition of fee only. They've done this very nicely for fiduciary. Fiduciary has been degraded by the regulators, the CFP board. Everybody's trod upon fiduciary. They're going to do the same thing to fee only. Don't you see what's happening here? It's a trend. They're trying to make it so that anybody can just call themselves anything in order to gain a virtue status for the purpose of nourishing the wallets of the organizations that represent these kinds of virtuous advisors. You agree with that? Do you agree with that? Do you think it's okay that to have the people who are purely following a business model that does not take commissions, that minimizes and clearly discloses conflicts of interest? You think that's okay for those people to not be held apart as pure and to not be held apart as distinct from others who are not following such a high standard of care? Is that okay? If you don't think it's okay and you want to stand up for purity, here's what I want you to do. Forget about the regulators, forget about these industry organizations, they're not our friends. We have to go to the public ourselves. Get in front of influencers who are talking to large amounts of consumers, social media influencers, people in your community. Go out to any organization that'll listen to you, Boy Scout, church, interest groups, Toastmasters, whatever, estate attorneys. And I think we need to rejuvenate and restore the definition of pure fee-only advisor. And we need to talk about what the benefits are of that model to the consumer. I say let the chips fall. For those of you out there saying it's great to be a hybrid advisors are great for the consumer, well, then you know what? Let's let the consumer decide. Let's tell the consumer what it really means to be a hybrid, dual registered versus what a pure fiduciary, what a pure fee-only advisor is. Let's talk about that to the consumer and then let the chips fall and then let them say who they vote for with their dollar signs. Not so brave are we in that regard, huh? It's up to us. We have to go to the consumers directly. We have to go directly to the consumer because, like I said, the trend is now moving against us. It's a conspiracy here that everybody is trying to intentionally degrade fee only. Stand up for it and defend your purity. And let me know if you have any questions about this. Hope you enjoyed the rant.